All right, here we are. Fresh new week. It's Monday, January 11th, and today was decent, but kind of scary. So let's review and we'll go over today's trades. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoy vlogs about trading for the average Joe. I've been trading for a while now, but I wanted to take you guys on this journey and show you what it's all about and show you the reality of it, at least for me. Everyone's different, so I can't say that your journey will be the exact same, but this is mine, and enjoying sharing it with you guys so far. So today, yeah, up $200, and this was my intraday balance, running balance right here. And I've got to say, I was doing well, and then I made a huge mistake, and it really screwed me up, and I'll go over that in a second. But let's look at the running balance here today, and then we'll go over the rest. So today started green, which is excellent, up 5, up 173, up 223, got up to 280 was my high of the day. Could have walked away right there and could have been happy with it, but I traded specifically 2 stocks today, and actually 3, but 2 main ones, GOVX, GOVX, and SIFY, which is SIFY. And on these earlier trades today, this was on GOVX, and I worked up to 280, and I made a huge mistake and dropped it all the way down to negative 318. So the loss on it was actually even more than 318. It was, plus 500 something. So a huge loss on GOVX. And from there, I realized I put myself in a real bad position. I'm gonna have to be very patient and only go for good setups. So I was kind of able to do that and slowly work myself out of it, working my way up to negative 152, and then back down to negative 261. And then from there, was able to grind out more and more and more, finally get back to neutral, and then up to $200 on the day. So I'm very happy that today was not a red day, because it was very close to being one. SIFY, SIFY, was the stock that I jumped onto that helped me get out of the hole. So thank you to SIFY, and let me know if you were the same way, because this one did spike later on in the afternoon. So it helped me recover, that's for sure. I'm glad it was there. And let's go through the vlog journey so far. I'm still way down on the hole. I've been working myself out. Make sure to go back and look at my previous videos. I have one of blowing up my account, which is really popular. People have seen that, and they've seen the real stress and the horrific cringing, moments of really screwing up your account. And so I've been working out of that hole, and as of right now, I'm still down, but down 1905 on this vlog journey so far. So that's where we sit on that. And yeah, Monday up 200. Now here's what I don't like on my chart is this shows me my daily profits and losses here. And from what I'm seeing, I've got quite a few green days, which is good, but they're not anything big in relation to my losers. Everything was kept fairly small for a while, but then I think I just got out of hand and over trading, a lot of mistakes I made. And then last day of December, look at this, negative 34.65 in one day. That screwed everything up for me, and I've been working to try to get out of there. So if you look at relation to all my winners, even though I've been having a great green streak for January, they're small winners. So I know all it's gonna take is another big loser to put me right back in the dumps, and I definitely don't want to be there. So I'm doing everything I can to not be there. Let's take a look at the calendar here. You know, great green streak once again. I like seeing this. This is good consistency for me. All last week, all green, and I plan to do the same thing this week. But planning and reality sometimes don't always cross paths the way we want them to. So I know there could be a red day in there, and just want to keep it small. So I need to get my green days bigger. That's the real key. Because if I can do that more consistently, then I can take a big red day. It will be okay if I have big green days, but so far they're just smaller ones for me. So that's where I'm sitting on the month, 2383. And let's look into the the two stocks I traded. First is GOVX. Here's where I made my big mistake. This thing popped up pre-market, awesome strength, and was very interesting, right? So out of the gates, I just decided I'm not going to trade it until see some strong strength and breaking these resistance points. Glad I did that because this thing just really faded for a while. And fortunately, I waited until the right time, and as it started curling to really break that $6 position, I started hopping in more. Had some great trades in there. One that was like worth $100. That was good. This is where I made my mistake, is I saw this strength going up. And as I did, I thought to myself, if we get close to that resistance of 730-ish, then this thing could really skyrocket. And because of that mentality, riding this thing up, I decided to hop in once again, made a trade here, in and out, in and out, in and out, and then got in for the next move higher, and it just collapsed right here, and then really just dumped and went oof, dropped completely. And I thought to myself, that was pretty irrational. Let me hold off for a second, because that big of a candle that fast just to me kind of seemed like it came out of nowhere. And so I thought to myself, it would recover out of it, and unfortunately it didn't. It went right into a halt. And I had a split second to dump it right before it went into that halt, and I decided, this thing, that was too rational. I think there should be a bounce back up. And so I'm holding through the halt, and I'm already down 300, 400 at this point with this one trade. And it opens back up, and I'm waiting for that, hoping for that, that reverse and that push up, and we really didn't get it. And because of that, I decided to keep holding, waiting for it. And we eventually did get a curl back up, but it really didn't go back to where it was at. So I just kept holding, which is not a good idea, but I did it, and it kind of curled back up just a little bit more, but I was really waiting for it to break VWAP really hard. It broke it just a little bit twice, but it didn't get to where I wanted it to actually get to. Maybe even I was hoping for at least like 675 maybe as a recovery, but it just never happened. So I ended up holding it, and then I sold right before this dump here at like 593, and took it's probably around a $600 loss. So that was the big mistake today. I really regret it. I should have just tried to sell somewhere in here. In hindsight, hindsight's 2020. It's hard to judge sometimes like that, and that sell-off right there really seemed irrational to me. So Maybe I just got caught in it. I don't know, but that was the big mistake today, and so I kind of left that thing alone. I didn't like the rest of it. Actually, I did get a few more trades in it, thinking maybe if it curls up, we could get another irrational rip up. But never happened. So I just had small little trades there, and then thank God that SIFY came into play. This thing, I missed this entire move when it really spiked in the morning. I guess I just wasn't watching it. And because of that, I really didn't even see this thing until it started spiking a little bit more. So right in here, late in the afternoon, it started to go, and it looked like it was starting to curl. I was thinking, oh, okay. If this thing gets, up to like 260, this could be a great opportunity. So I did get in, and it was kind of choppy. It didn't have a strong, massive candle up. It was just like these little bits and pieces, but it was trending up. So I hopped in a few times and had some good trades in there. Helped me get back to like -90, then back to neutral. And then I had this, we got up to this point, up to 294, and I was thinking, is it done? I don't know. And it kind of hit that high and just faded a little bit, and right in here, I was just kind of watching it, thinking it would fade all the way back down. And once I started to see it curl, I was like, ooh, this might be a great opportunity. So I hopped in it. And the problem I made on this one is that I had the right idea. I hopped into it, and as soon as I saw it, spike up to right up to like 3, it moved really fast. So I decided to sell, take profits on it. And I wish I would have held it a little bit longer, because it ripped all the way up to 322. That's 20 cents I left on the table, but it's hard to judge the top of these things sometimes. So could have had a huge winner on that, but I took what I had a decent trade to 3. And yeah, after that real big rip, it just wanted to keep going. And this was the scary moments, when you're right here and you're seeing the strength of this thing, you're like, okay, where can I get in now that it's ripped up? Because you never want to buy the top, and it's hard to judge. So I saw it go all the way up to 320 and then fade, and thinking, okay, that was possibly the high. Then we saw this other candle that started that next curl and started to rip in. So I hopped in there for a few trades, and it was good. It was just, for me, it was just these scary moments of like, man, this thing has moved up so much that it's gonna come down hard. It's just a matter of when. And there's a lot of times where you think there's more opportunities, and here there was. I mean, if you could get in at the right time, it's tricky, but there's multiple pushes higher and higher. So some big green candles. So to me, it gets into that really the sweaty hands moment, nervousness of like, shit, I can nail some profit on here, but if I don't play this right, it could really bite me. And so I had to be very careful. And see, I mean, the thing turns and acts like it wants to go right back down into the ground, and then we get another reversal candle, and it continues on. So this thing was really impressive. It was fun trading this, but definitely had me on the edge for a while, and I didn't want to risk big loss again. So I kind of just took nibbles at it, which helped me out, but wish I would have held it a little bit longer on some of my winners. But anyways, that was today. Let me know in the comments if you guys were green today or red, and by how much. Love to hear from you guys. And let me know if you traded these two stocks, GOVX and SIFY. As you know, SIFY saved the day for me, so maybe that was the case for you. Maybe you were able to recover if you had a bad day to begin with, and this one helped you through. Just glad this one came through. So other than that, I felt like it was, other than those two stocks, it was kind of slow in the market. So hopefully, we can get some more momentum as the week unravels. That would be good. So that's where I'm gonna leave it today. Hope you guys are taking care, and we'll see you first thing on Tuesday.